Jason Reitman to direct new Ghostbusters.
Yay, who cares?
Jason Reitman.
You told me a turd was directing.
That absolute zapping electric paragon of interest, Jason Reitman, is going to be at the head of this next one, folks.
The Reitmans are keeping the franchise in the family. Jason Reitman has confirmed he will be directing a new Ghostbusters film, taking up the reins from his father, Ivan, who directed the 1984 original. Because, like, that kind of filmmaking talent is obviously passed down.
That's not
through,
just like blatant nepotism.
That's genetic.
It's blatant nepotism is all it is.
What has Jason Reitman directed? Has he directed anything?
I don't fucking know.
Someone get on.
And look how
I don't even know who the fuck Jason Reitman is.
He's the son of Ivan Reitman, obviously. So.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that, but I know nothing else about him.
Look how he reacts. He tweets, "Finally got the keys to the car." No, bitch. The Ghostbusters franchise is not your dad's jalopy that he passed down to you, motherfucker.
It is, though.
No, it isn't.
I guess it is.
It is now. But you know what I'm shocked about? They're going to just ignore the 2016 one? Like, they're not going to pick up where that one left off? I want to see what happens with all my favorite characters from that film, such as whoever Melissa McCarthy played and whoever those other girls were
I never
playing.
watched the movie, but, I mean, you guys did, obviously.
We saw it. Paul, do you remember the name of one
remember?
single fucking Ghostbuster from the 2016 version?
Who was your favorite character, Paul? If you had to pick, do you even have a name you can give us?
I liked, I don't remember the name of it, but there was a brief moment where the bad guy in it was interesting, where he turned into kind of like a cartoon.
Yeah, he turned into the logo.
Yeah. And that was cool. So that, whatever that's called, the logo from the original film was my favorite part of the remake.
Fair enough.
Yes. Actually, Jason Reitman is a, let's see, hold on.
What has he directed? Does he have any qualifications beyond just
He actually directed Ghostbusters 2. Is this true?
I don't know.
Hold on. Let me get to his fucking page.
Because I think it would say if he directed Ghostbusters 2 in this article.
Hold on. Jason Reitman.
Yeah, tell us what the fuck this son of a bitch has done. Because I don't know.
Hold on. Let me get to his fucking IMDb. I hate phones, man. They suck.
I hate me some phones, dog. They suck.
Yeah, let's see.
I need to pull up. I'll pull up a little research window.
Okay. All filmography. Director. So he's directed quite a few things.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I found that list.
Totally. I haven't heard of it. It's Casual. It's a TV series. Men, Women, and Children.
So nothing.
Labor Day, Young Adult,
nothing.
Up in the Air.
Nothing.
Juno. Up in the Air was a big movie. Juno was a big movie.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank You for Smoking was a big movie.
Oh, I like Thank You for Smoking.
And he is credited for Kindergarten Cop, Jeff Who Lives at Home, and Ghostbusters 2.
Okay. So I mean, he's got maybe some of those movies are all right. So maybe, I don't know. He might have the chops.
His last movie got 6.5 on IMDb. It's called The Front Runner.
I've never heard of it.
American Senator Gary Hart's presidential campaign in 1988 is derailed when he's caught in a scandalous love affair.
Anyway, there's a little bit of a teaser trailer for this already.
Wait, no. Ivan Reitman directed fucking Ghostbusters 2.
Right. So his father.
Oh my God, dude.
So here we go. This is a teaser trailer for the fucking movie.
I already hate it.
I hate this damn movie.
It smells more like Back to the Future, dude, than it does Ghostbusters so far.
Oh, look, they're using the same weird music from the first one. It must be the same movie.
I feel nostalgic. There you go. There you have it.
I mean, dude, okay, can I be honest with you?
Yes.
The little boy inside of Paul's ego is doing cartwheels right now.
I mean, that's kind of how I feel. Like, I'm like, bullshit, new Ghostbusters.
When I saw where this was going, like, that it was going to be like an old fucking woodshed filled with all the old Ghostbuster shit, I was like, there was a little, dude. Okay, I take back all the salt that I poured onto this guy.
Because they can press the fucking nostalgia button on you, and it's going to probably suck.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But you know what?
Suck, dude.
It could be good. It's possible.
I don't know, man.
I'm holding out a little tiny sliver of
I don't
hope.
know, dude. I'm fully boned up now. I'm ready.
It's
ready
a
for
pretty
this
effective
movie.
teaser because it's like, hey, remember that music from the first one?
Uh-huh.
Hey, remember Ecto 1? It's in this fucking old shed, but it might be coming out of retirement pretty goddamn
It
soon,
might be
boys
needed
and girls.
one last time, dude.
If
Oh
they
my
can take it kind of
God.
back to what made it good and to its roots, it has a chance. It just really depends. Like, you have to have the right balance of these movies. I think of nostalgia and also having a nod to the future. I think if you can actually do that, then it probably will be a commercial success. That's basically what Star Wars did.
I mean, Bill Murray's still alive, so I say that. Like,
Oh, they need Bill Murray's old ass there, dude.
but you know, they can't make him the dude that busts the ghosts now. though.
No,
they've got to
no.
have him.
There's
got to
be a torch pass.
and how they do that is going to be how the movie, whether the movie sucks or not, is going to be really based on that.
They
But
got
hopefully they get Peter Venkman, and I hope they get Aykroyd as well. Is Aykroyd still alive?
He is.
Okay.
He is. He's just old and fat and used up. But
I
whatever.
know Ramis is dead. What about
Ernie Hudson.
Ernie Hudson?
He's still kicking.
So they could get Ernie.
Yeah.
What about fucking Harold Ramis? Or not Harold Ramis?
He's
fucking
dead.
He's dead, dude.
what's his name that played
Rick Moranis?
Yeah, Moranis.
He's
Maybe?
kind of semi-retired, so he doesn't really appear too much in films.
Dude,
but
I wonder
They
if they
could
could
convince
get him
him,
to come
dude.
back.
just
Come
for
on.
come back for a little cameo at least.
That
you
would
know?
be it would be sick. It would be man, if they do this right. God damn it. If they do this right,
Don't-
it could be great.
Look,
Paul,
you-
you're hedging
you
your
have-
bets on Hollywood doing
You have
something right.
way too much hope, Paul.
Yeah, dude,
It is
Paul-
going to be dashed
that
on
trailer,
the rocks, dude.
that trailer made my heart go fast, CJ. I love
All right.
the Ghostbusters.
You know, I always feel
man.
Well, you know what?
when
I-
I'm the pessimist compared to Paul.
I used to march up and down Donald Avenue in Madera, California, out in the fucking boonies where there was a house every half mile. Mm-hmm. Dressed up like a Ghostbuster, pulling a wagon with a boombox on it, playing the Ghostbusters anthem with a homemade proton pack on my back. There was like a backpack with a garden hose that came out of it attached to a telescope.
All right. Well, you know what? I got a movie for you that's coming up, that no one is going to think is a good idea.
Okay.
So we can put this to rest. Disney rings Hunchback bell. David Henry Hwang to script live-action musical. Alan Menken, Stephen Schwartz writing music.
Oh fuck, dude.
They're making a live-action Hunchback of Notre Dame now.
What the fuck?
How about that? Tony-winning M. Butterfly playwright David Henry Hwang has been set by Disney to write Hunchback, a live-action musical adaptation of the Victor Hugo novel. Blah, 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 blah.
Ding, dong, ding. This is going to suck. Just that tagline, Disney rings the Hunchback bell. Get out.
I think it's offensive. Once again, exploiting people with deformities.
Dude, it's just more of the same from Disney. They're so out of ideas. It's just like, let's go through our back catalog and do a live-action remake every year.
What else we got the rights to? How about this?
Why doesn't Disney ring the creativity bell and come up with a new story?
That bell was cracked and fucking discarded years ago, dude.
All right. So last bit of entertainment news for the day. Actually, this isn't really news. It's just a cool chart I saw. This is film genre popularity from 1910 to 2018. And it shows kind of the rise and fall and whatever else of
Westerns have just cratered.
different genres of film. You could see action has held pretty steady. It wasn't too popular right at around 1910, but it's been it had a real fucking peak. I guess I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell what year that is.
It'd
But
be like the 1950s, probably.
probably something like that.
When Kubrick
I'm
was
assuming
making those action
right
movies.
about this is the 80s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's a safe bet.
Thrillers have just been up and up in popularity consistently throughout this
You've
time
definitely seen that
period
trend.
of over 100 years.
I'm happy to see sci-fi so high.
War movies they had a peak, and they're kind of
They're kind of
dripping away, and I'm not too sad about it because I don't really care for those. Sci-fi way up, crime pretty steady. I mean, it looks like it's had
a
a
little
few.
low right now.
I mean, the
maybe.
trend is down, honestly.
It's a downward
from its
trend,
peak.
but it's not nothing to sneeze at.
Musicals have definitely fucking cratered. besides westerns, they're
No one gave a.
category.
We pretty much went from not giving a fuck about musicals to fucking loving musicals to we don't really care about musicals anymore. But maybe Hunchback will reignite the flame.
I don't think
dude.
so.
Doubt it.
Comedy
Doubt it.
pretty good. Very
Comedies
steady.
are always going to be popular. You know?
Romance, whatever.
Horror. I mean, that's
Horror's got this huge
Horror is-
boom.
it just seems like it's had its own a few little brushes with popularity, but I'm assuming once again that this is about the 80s here. Mm-hmm. And it seems like we're at an even higher horror peak than we were in the 80s. Just
it's a
people
really
love the horror genre.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
in a really I really hate it
Another
when people
thing-
say that all movies suck, because right now, if you're a horror fan, this is a good time to be alive, man. There's a lot of really cool movies.
Another
being made.
thing that people have really started to fall in love with, apparently documentaries just growing in popularity, especially
you can
over the
definitely see
last
that.
30 years or so.
well, with the advent of like YouTube and shit, like literally anyone can make and distribute a documentary at will.
And you got to attribute this to the availability of commercial shooting equipment.
Oh,
too.
well, yeah,
I mean,
that's-
for a long chunk of this time, your average Joe couldn't get his hands on a camera to make a documentary with.
Yeah, now you have all the tools you need to
Yeah.
distribute it.
Fantasy's been up and down.
Westerns are pretty much just dead.
The Western is pretty much dead, but the
This is
Western's
sad.
been dead for a
That's
while.
sad.
And
This
I
is
don't
sad
like that
for me.
because I love a Western, man.
But maybe it needed to happen. Maybe it's better that we just leave the Western to what it was. That genre, because look how popular it was for how long.
Right.
That genre of film has been explored so thoroughly, much more thoroughly than a lot of the other genres on this.
That is
So it's
true.
almost like Westerns had their time, and maybe it's time for a significant lull or a changing of the guards,
Yeah. And also, you got to kind of pay attention to these numbers on the side because not all these charts are showing the same cross-section of a percentage. You know,
Right.
like this one's 0, 10, 20. Like for fantasy, it's like 0, 2, 4.
No, yeah,
So-
not all things are equal. I mean,
So, right,
some
I
of
mean,
these
like-
genres are way less popular than others, but they're seeing a surge in within their own
Yeah,
zone.
fantasy.
Right.
Honestly, it's big. Its peak popularity was in the 1910 through about 1920. It looks like,
Yep.
or 1930. Then it spiked again.
I know
in the early 2000s. Probably Lord of the Rings and
pretty
shit.
popular during that time.
I think that I'd like to see more fantasy movies because there's been some really, really good modern ones made, and I think the genre is kind of underexplored. People it looks like there's an interest. So
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that Lord of the Rings was such a huge success. I just feel like everything that came after Lord of the Rings was trying to be like Lord of the Rings, and there's so
there's a
much.
few examples.
There's other things you could explore in that genre.
What's his name? With Pan's Labyrinth. I mean, that's a great example of a modern horror film that's post Lord of the Rings that did a really good job of being its own thing.
Yeah, that's kind of a horror fantasy.
Yeah.